space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Strasbourg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Really got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
That was just as effective as a block. It made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Yeah, it wasn't officially a block, but really it might as well have been.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Leduc with the steal. From deep, and Roquefort gets the three.
A clean three ball from the near 7-footer. Big guys like Roquefort are welcome from beyond the arc these days.
Now here's MP. To halt the run. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, you look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Now here's Zadirko. Vasseur defending. MP outside. Launches a three. The rebound by Vasseur. Strasbourg with the lead. Pass to Leduc. Now Miller. Good, and Leduc gets the assist.
Confident stroke for Miller. Strasbourg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances.
And you look at the Strasbourg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Here's Miller, banked in off the glass.
Taking it right to the heart of that defense. Miller with a high percentage look.
MP outside. Off the mark there with the three. Strasbourg on offense. They lead by 7. And another three for Strasbourg.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
From the arc. A rebound by Roquefort. So Strasbourg now. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, Miller is a longer guard, and he can be a tough matchup.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way
Strasbourg calls timeout. And Strasbourg making a change here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Up top, Lemieux. Back to Lambert. Nice jump shot. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Here's MP for 3. Offensive board. Yes, it's good.
strong rebound, and he gets the easy putback as a result.
And the basket by Leduc.
That's the unselfishness you want from your players. Lemieux creating for his teammate.
This Paris squad struggling. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus. He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
Now Paris FC basket with it. Here's MP for three. Strasburg with the rebound.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Bangs home the trifecta.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's Leon. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Jacks up a three. Again, Leduc missing. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And Blake, from what we've seen so far, if I were you, for your health, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, that'd be a very bad idea.
At the line for Paris FC, Dumont, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, there's no doubt who's in control when Pierre Dumont is on the floor for Paris FC. There's a reason he's the captain.
So he makes one of two as the second one misses. The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting five.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
MP outside. The three ball. It's rebounded by Strasburg. Miller outside. Pass to Leduc. Lemoun. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. The kick out to Leduc. It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Ledoux showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
And here's MP from the arc. The rebound by Roquefort.
I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second half. He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but he needs to give it a rest and just try something else.
Zadirko. Vasseur defending. And here's MP from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
I guess somebody's got to get out there on MP, huh? I mean, that was way beyond the line.
Leduc misses. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Strasburg Basket Pro ahead. Up 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. Here's Zadirko. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Most games he can hit from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
MP outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
They've got to talk to each other on defense. I mean, he's clearly an error not getting out there on him, and he's a great three-point shooter.
Here's Leduc. Good work defensively by Zadirko. And it's Paris with the ball. They trail by 16. Here's MP for three. That shot off. Amelie Miller. Guarded by Dumont. Takes it from 10. Strasburg again missing. Pass to MP. For three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
He's been Mr. Reliable again today. They need his points, and he's providing that.
Three-pointer. A rebound by Roquefort. So Strasburg now. 15-point game. Here's LeDuc. Solid defense from Ahern. MP outside. Launches it. And Harris gets it back. Fires from deep. They get it back. Takes the three. Cans it from downtown. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
LeDuc for three. From outside the arc. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
A huge scoring night for LeDuc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Here's Monsieur. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's been able to find an open man every
You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No, you have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
This good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is bad.
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent, why don't you describe your games to my followers?
But you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watched tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yo, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
Thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mec. M'en fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Bro, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah, it'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports coverage of the FBSL. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Sports and Brian Benefatemi, and it's Paris FC hitting the road to face Strasbourg Basket Pro.
I think this is going to be a great one, Blake. Both Paris and Strasbourg have a lot of young talent, and there should be no shortage of up-and-down action tonight.
That's right, and two of the biggest names for their respective teams, MP and Vincent Ledoux.
Quite frankly, those are the guys everyone is here to see. Ledoux, easily one of the top prospects in France right now. And then you got MP, an up-and-comer from the United States who's been making a case for himself. This is a great test for both of them on a stage full of curious eyes.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Here's Miller. Outside Vasseur. Here's Leduc. It's rebounded by Dumas. And as you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Lets it go from deep. Strasburg with the rebound.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well have been. He affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly his defense that threw him off there.
Lemoun covered by MP. They double him with MP. Pass to Miller. Clock at 4. Leduc for 3. Leduc with another miss.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
And MP gets it to go.
I love this about MP. He can stretch you out and really extend that defense.
Pass to Leduc. Over Elich. Again, Leduc missing. And here's MP. For 3. And Paris, another triple.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keep things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Here's Leduc. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an NBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Vasseur for 3. The offensive rebound. Yes, it's good.
And at almost 7 feet tall, looking to someone you have to box out. He really earned that offensive rebound.
Now here's MP. 9 points in the game. Watches it. Here's Zadirko. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow like he got there.
Leduc for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
It's no wonder why Leduc is so highly rated among the draft prospects. He has tremendous offensive instincts and upside.
Here's MP for 3. That one doesn't go either for MP. And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
And it's out of bounds. Strasburg will retain possession. Leduc, guarded by Dumas. And Strasburg Basket Pro calling timeout. And here's Paris. MP outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Paris FC basket with another miss. Here's Leon, covered by Portier. Pass to Charpentier. Here's Leon.
Off target from outside.
Here's Portier.
Banked in off the glass.
I like whenever Portier puts it on the hardwood like this, cutting his way to the rack.
Here's Bellini. Vasseur defending. Pass to Leon.
Down low. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
That's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to do it.
But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Fires from deep.
Bellini pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
MP outside.
There's the three. Cans it from downtown.
Well, he needed a good quick release on that three because he was giving up a lot of height in that matchup.
You nailed it, Tim. That quick release was the key. Any hesitation, and that shot's blocked.
That shot by Leon, no good.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Here's Leon.
He has 6. It's good from long range.
They've got to talk to each other on defense. I mean, clearly an error not getting out there on him, and he's a great three-point shooter.
MP outside. Harris the rebound.
Fires the 3.
MP can't get that one to fall. Strasburg with the ball.
Trailing by 10. And there's the pick.
Here's Charpentier.
And a miss there on the triple.
Pass to MP.
Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Nice find by Bogdan Ilic. Listen, this guy has seen everything during his long pro career.
Here's Lambert.
No good on the last second attempt there.
So we conclude the first half. Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 13. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. Strasburg with the ball.
It's a 13-point game.
And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Now here's MP.
Beyond the arc.
Pesky. That's the best way to describe Le Duc on defense.
On the wing, Miller. Guarded by Dumont.
Leduc for 3. A rebound by Zadirko. To the middle.
Ilic.
Pulls up, high post.
And Paris tacks on 2 more.
He's had an accurate shot today, but he hasn't had the usual share of opportunities. So far, it hasn't hurt them though.
Outside Vasseur.
Leduc for 3.
Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Strasburg Basket Pro having a tough go here.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Miller for 3. And that one comes off the assist by Leduc.
Confident stroke for Miller. Strasburg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances.
And here's MP from the arc. That shot off.
He's got a great stroke. That almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, getting easier shots.
Basket counts.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Pass to Leduc. Five to shoot. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first